Welcome back to another episode of Rennie Bowles Newsreel. This is a special edition, man. You see the title, man. What are the stars? Yes, stars in the news, man. But before we get started, I need you guys to push that like button and please, please push that subscribe button. I know the word subscribe sound like money, like something got to do with dividends or increments, but no, it's free. Subscribe. All you're doing is helping me. That's what you're doing, helping people like me. We have subscribe. I need it. The other guys ask for it, they don't need it. You look at their subscribers, they don't need that shit. I need it. But okay, let's get back on this, man. The first story we're gonna have is Lil Boosie, man. They trying to take Lil Boosie freedom. Boosie doing too much, man. He got all that land and putting lakes out there and shit and all type of fishes and everything up in there, man. Them folks looking at you, Boosie. They trying to take all that from you, man. They gonna make you sell a few more cars or something. But wait a minute. No, they ain't, because Boosie, I think we gonna get into it. They trying to get your boy. They said he looking at 15. And yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, that's Boosie, man. We gonna get in that. I don't want to tell too much, but I want to say it's looking bad for you, Lil Boosie, but when you look at him, when they got that mic in his face and asking him about the case, Boosie don't look too concerned. He don't look too concerned, man, and that makes me believe that his lawyers and them done hollered at the judge and something done happen, man. Like he might get a slap on the wrist or something to keep a little money, because he don't look. Because looking at 15 years. I ain't playing guilty nothing. We gonna fight this for about 15 years. But anyway, that's Lil Boosie, man. We gonna get into that, and then next we got your boy. Your boy Katt Williams. Not really. This ain't really. Yeah, Katt name is wrapped up in this, man, but it's really about Reggie Carroll. Rest in peace. I remember seeing this brother. I think I seen him on Def Comedy Jam first. Then I seen him on Comic View. Remember that show, Comic View? He used to be on there. And he used to be on a sitcom too. Was it The Parkers? Yeah, was he on The Parkers? But yeah, look, I was gonna slide a little clip on here by I don't know if Corey gonna get mad by I say his name, because Corey kinda, he's sensitive, man. But don't say his name. Corey Holcomb, man, he mentioned that he knew Reggie Carroll real good, and he wanted to make it clear that Reggie Carroll was no joke. Reggie Carroll was different. He would go from like 0 to 100 real quick. He was a comedian, but he also slash bodyguard and then hang around soft people. I ain't gonna say the word Corey Hogan, but if you want to hear what Corey Hogan say, go to 5150, man, and check him out. But yeah, he mentioned that that he's different and he's kind of edgy, and he said, and Katt Williams is the same way. This is what he said, and he said, and them two together, something bound destruction, pretty much not in these same words, but some destruction was bound to happen with them two entities in the same place. But anyway, man, but it is kind of strange because the guy was on Katt Williams' payroll, on his comedy tour, and the alleged, I don't know, not victim, but the suspect, let's say rest in peace, Reggie Carroll first. The alleged suspect, the one they got in custody right now, is a bodyguard for Katt Williams, right? Now, both of these guys associated with Katt Williams, but Katt Williams had to not be nowhere around. And I believe this was on some property that Katt Williams had something to do with, leasing it, or I don't know, some place that Katt Williams, you would think, would be there. But dude supposed to be his bodyguard, but Katt ain't there, nowhere around. And his comedian, one of his guys that he paid to be on the show there, but he ain't nowhere around. It's just strange, and the place is under Katt Williams' name. I'm just figure it out, man. I ain't trying to point no fingers. It's just kind of crazy. But yeah, we're going to get in that. And then, last but not lately, they always say women's first, but yada I mean, man, there's pimp bones in my body. I'm just saying that, not trying to be, rude or nothing. But yeah, that's about Katt. But we about to get into Lady B herself. and you know her as Cardi B. Yes, 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 yes. What a remarkable festin of a woman. She used her money well. Boy, that girl got formation. But at the end of the day, that shit ain't real. I don't know if I'm get. I ain't monetized yet anyway, so I just hope I don't get cracked in the head for saying SHIT. But anyway, yeah, Cardi B, man. Now this case right here with Cardi B, it started. I think the date was 2018 when this event that's happened, and it's a female security guard got her to court. Now, I don't know. I've been to court, several times in my life. Is the girl trying? I'm pretty sure some money coming up out of this. She finna get Cardi B for some bread. Or is they trying to lock Cardi B up for this? Because if they trying to lock Cardi B up for this, they got reasonable doubt with the evidence and all the hoo-ha they talking about. Look like they shouldn't have no problem. But I don't know. I don't. They can't, like, serious time. I'm thinking for this, I want to talk about what they trying to get her for, but I tell you this, the female security guard is serious about getting her locked up. And I'm pretty sure she's suing her too, got a civil suit going. But that was 2008, so you would think the civil suit probably already happened or not. I don't know. I'll check into that. Maybe you guys check into that. But like I said, this happened in 2018 up in LA at some event. Cardi B was catting out. And I remember how she used to cat out back in the days, I remember when she threw her shoe at Nicki. Remember that? Nicki Minaj? That was at a fashion show. A bunch of uppity folks was there. And they was already funking over something. And they ran into each other at that fashion show. Now, mind you, there's upper class people there, Not a lot of us was there, but Cardi B got ghetto on her. Said, what was that? Whoop, whoop, you was talking on the internet? What's happening? We're here right now. And, Nicki was like, girl, you see all these rich white folks around here? Come, take it down a little bit. Cardi B didn't want to hear that, man. She couldn't get to it. The security guard was holding her, so she took off her shoe and threw it at her. And I'm sure in some country that is really disrespectful and probably illegal. Remember they threw that shoe at Bush? Bush had that action. But anyway, man, that's all I want to say. Don't forget to push that like and that subscribe button. We finna get to the content. Because y'all ain't not here to hear my mouth rambling on. I'm just letting you know what this is. And thanks again for checking out this special edition. Shout out to Kilo. Shout out to Bird. Shout out to the other 2 subscribers. I'm pretty sure if Bird subscribed, I'm not even sure. He never got back and let me know. But shout out to my fantastic folk, man. Now let's get, first I'm going to hit you with the disclaimer. And then we're going to get to the content. Enjoy.
A little more serious news here. A well-known rapper with a big following on social media could be headed back to prison after he pleaded guilty to a gun charge in federal court today.
Boosie was arrested during a traffic stop here in San Diego 2 years ago. CBS 8's Kelly Hezedal joins us live downtown. Kelly, you were in the courtroom. You also spoke to Boosie. What can you tell us?
That's right, and his legal name is Torrance Hatch. Now, a lot of times defendants don't really want to talk to us if they're still going through court proceedings, but he was fine with it. He says he accepts responsibility for what happened, and he's ready to move forward.
I want to put it behind me. I want to get it behind me and get on with my life. It's a lot of things this case has stopped me from doing, traveling all across the world, making. So I just want to get it over with, accept my guilty plea. I'm ready to get over it.
Anything you want to say to your fans?
Just say a prayer for me. I just need prayer. I don't need nothing else. Yeah.
And his attorney provided us this video of him performing on stage. Now, Hatch, known as Boosie to his fans, now awaits sentencing. He's a father of 9 kids. His His fiancee was with him in court today. So some background on this case. It stems from a traffic stop in San Diego in May 2023. Hatch was arrested in Choyas View after police found 2 guns inside a vehicle he was riding in. Now, the state charges were eventually dropped, but the feds then pursued a case against him because he was a convicted felon in possession of a firearm, which violates federal law. Now, the 42-year-old rapper announced earlier this month on social media that he was going to take a plea deal. And so this morning he went before a judge and entered that guilty plea. So here's what his defense attorney told me outside court.
I am optimistic for Mr. Hatch. He, as you just explained, wanted nothing more than to accept responsibility and put this behind him. And now it's my job to make sure the court understands the scope of the case and what the case is really about. And more importantly, all of the amazing things that Mr. Hatch has done for the community, continues to do, and the amazing things that he will do going forward.
And Hatch currently lives in Atlanta. Now, he faces a maximum of 15 years behind bars. His defense attorney did not disclose any parts of the plea agreement or any details about it, but the judge made it very clear today, regardless of what's in that plea agreement, it is the sentencing judge who will have the final say. So the sentencing hearing is set for November 21st, which is just days after Hatch's birthday. Anna, Carlo.
Kelly, one thing you mentioned is that state charges were dropped here and the feds picked up the case. What else can you tell us about how this case moved its way through the system?
Yeah, and there was a lot of back and forth, and some of that had to do with the fact that the U.S. Supreme Court recently made a decision basically stating that you cannot prevent people who were convicted of non-violent crimes of owning firearms. So at the end of the day, Hatch could have continued fighting this charge, but as you heard him say, he's ready to move on with his life. He does not want to continue for this to drag out in court.
Yeah, he wants to move on with his life and get back to work. It's holding him back, sounds like. Okay, thanks so much for that, Kelly.
A man connected to Katt Williams is now in custody after being charged with the shooting of veteran comedian and actor Reggie Carroll. Interesting enough, Carroll was also known for being a part of Katt's comedy tour during the time of his murder. Now, according to new reports, the incident would take place on August 20th in South Haven, Mississippi, at a business that claims to be Katt Williams' official merchandise distributor called Onyx Owl. The local police department would go on to share a series of updates about the shooting, with the last one that would read, "Due to this being an active investigation, there is limited information to be released. We can inform that on Wednesday, August 20th, 2025, South Haven Police Department responded to the area of Burton Lane in regard to a shooting. South Haven officers located one male victim suffering from gunshot wounds. The officers and medical personnel provided life-saving techniques, but the individual succumbed to his injuries. The victim has been identified as 52-year-old Reggie Carroll of Maryland. One male is in custody and has been charged with the murder of Reggie Carroll. Our thoughts are with the family of Mr. Carroll. Thank you to the community for their patience and understanding." Now, the man who is currently charged for the shooting would be identified as Katt Williams, and according to Fox 13 Memphis, he along with others were addressed on an eviction letter made to Onyx Owl in connection to the shooting. The letter states, "You are being given this notice due to the criminal activity that occurred on or about the premise in violation of your lease agreement. Specifically, on August 20th, 2025, the following criminal activity occurred." It goes on to cite a shooting where an arrest was made by South Haven police officers. Now, since the shooting, many questions would begin to circulate over what actually took place. Some would even claim Tarnell as being Katt Williams' bodyguard and cousin, while others would even allege the incident took place at Katt Williams' residence. Now, according to TMZ, Tarnell and Katt are not related, and Katt was not present during the shooting. Reggie's shooting has sparked many to speak out, demanding Williams in particular to release a statement. Comedian Billy Sorrells would take to a social media account to hold all those possibly involved to speak out, as he would urge fellow comedians and Reggie's tourmates Monique and Red Grant to speak, while zeroing in directly on Katt Williams. Even on Facebook, some of Reggie's friends are questioning what took place, including a comedian named Henry Jones. While resharing a photo of him and Carroll together, Jones would go on to caption, "Had to repost this after finding out accurate info on my bro, Reggie Carroll passing. And ish is effed up. This city needs answers quick. And until we get them, it's a no-fly zone in Baltimore for Red Grant and Katt Williams. Yeah, I got that kind of power, boy." Now, despite being accused of possibly being involved in the incident, Red Grant would break his silence on Monday morning while remembering Carroll on his show, Red Grant in the Morning.
A lot of you guys know that my partner, my brother, Reggie Carroll, passed away on Wednesday night. And we're going to miss you, brother, on the tour. We're going to miss you in Red Grant in the Morning. We love you. We want to dedicate this show to your brilliance. I want to send condolences to your family, your moms, brother Rick, all the people who love Reggie Carroll, people of Baltimore, and the whole entertainment business. This show is for your brilliance, brother. We love you.
Now, Grant would also make a post on his Instagram on how he will be honoring Carroll a part of the show. This morning, 10 a.m. at Red Grant in the Morning, we honor your life and legacy and dedicate the show to you, King, comedian Reggie Carroll. Rest in the portal, as you would say, brother. You are missed. Now, fellow tour mates and friends Monique and Zuman Miller would also go on to acknowledge Carroll's passing on their social accounts. As far as his family, Carroll's close ones are seeking answers to help figure out what really took place. There even appears to be a press release circulating which urges Katt Williams to speak out and provide information. Now, at the time of his passing, the Baltimore native was 52 years old and had several noteworthy accomplishments in the comedy industry, with credits dating back to the Parkers in 2000. Upon research, Katt Williams has yet to respond to claims of his connection. Let's talk about it more in the comments below. And if you knew Reggie, share one of your favorite moments about him. Reporting live from Hypers Club in Atlanta, for Comedy Hype News, I'm John Ava.
Calls Imani Ellis to stand as our first witness.
Thank you.
Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Yes, my name is Imani Ellis. Last name is E-L-L-I-S.
Your first name, please.
Imani, yes, E-M-A-N-I.
Perfect. Thank you. You may take a seat. Please watch and step.
All right, go ahead, Counsel. Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, Ms. Ellis. For the record, how old are you?
32.
And on the date of February 24th, 2018, what were you doing?
I was at work on duty as a security guard.
Where were you?
The address of the building was 8920 Wilshire Boulevard.
And for how long had you been working as a security guard as of 2018?
For 4 years.
And what did it take to become a licensed security guard?
You have to get fingerprinted and it's sent to the state of California for approval.
And do you have any criminal record?
No.
Could you become a security guard if you have a criminal record?
No.
Have you ever assaulted and battered anybody in your lifetime?
No.
Were you using your telephone to take photographs of the defendant when you saw her exit the elevator?
No.
So if you could just tell us in your own words, when you got to the 5th floor, you were doing your rounds, and you saw Cardi B, what did you say?
I said something along the lines of, "That looks like Cardi B," or "Wow, that's Cardi B."
Were you talking to anybody at that time?
No.
You're sure?
Yes.
Were you entering the elevator?
I was, yes.
Did you actually go inside the elevator?
I did, yes.
And did Cardi B exit the elevator?
She did, yes.
Okay, and then what happened?
After she heard me say her name, she turned back around, and the first thing out of her mouth was, excuse my language, was, why the f telling people that you seen me? At this time, I tried to calm her down and assure her that I didn't tell anyone that I seen her, and she was extremely upset.
And what did she tell you after that?
Then, excuse my language again, but she said, yes, the f did, and then she put her finger in my face.
When she put her finger in your face, did she have long fingernails?
She did.
And approximately how long were her fingernails on the date when she put them in your face?
About 2 to 3 inches long.
When you have seen different pictures and videos of Cardi B, you notice that she has long fingernails in those videos and photographs.
Yes.
When you saw her today, did you notice that her fingernails were very short?
Yes.
Does she usually wear them that short?
Objection. Leading. It's also lacks foundation sustained.
Have you seen, well, strike that. For how long, were you a fan of Cardi B before this incident?
I was.
What kind of fan were you?
I enjoyed her music. I was interested in going to a concert. I didn't have any problem with her.
Did you ever go to see her in concert?
I had tickets to go to see her, but I never went after this incident.
And when were you supposed to go see her in concert?
I'm not sure of the date. It was sometime in 2018.
And you're very close with your grandmother, Diane Schmidt, is that correct?
Correct.
How old is your grandmother?
She's 79.
Does she have information about this incident? Objection.
Assisting relation lacks foundation. Assisting.
Did you show your grandmother the scar on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018?
Overruled.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Did you show the cut on your left cheek after February 24th of 2018 to your grandmother, Diane Schmidt?
Yes.
And what year were you born?
1992.
And how many brothers and sisters do you have?
I'm the oldest of 5.
And your grandmother has seen you regularly from birth up to the present time?
Yes.
And what about your mother? Did you live with your mother up until a certain point?
Until the age 19.
Did you sustain any, well, strike that. Let me take you a little bit back to the incident. So, when you were at the building and Cardi B exited the elevator on February 24th, 2018, what were the words that she used that were so hurtful?
She used a lot of words, and again, excuse my language, but she was like, you, I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna get you fired. That's why you do security. Ah, that's why you do security. Ah, she was sticking her tongue out. She was flailing her arms up and down. She was jumping up and down. Body shaming me. I mean, racial slurs, just a lot.
And did she spit on you?
She did.
Did her spit actually land on your body?
It did.
Why did you exit the elevator to speak with her after she said what she said?
I wanted to clarify the misunderstanding.
Did you also want her to leave because she was causing a disturbance?
At that time, she was causing a disturbance. She was yelling and screaming, and I didn't want her to leave.
And as a security guard, were you working there as an extension of the owner to be able to make that kind of call, whether somebody should be told to leave because they're causing a disturbance?
Objection, leading Life Foundation calls for legal conclusions.
Could you repeat the question, please?
I'm going to ask you a different question. Did the landlord hire you as a security guard to protect its building?
Yes.
Life Foundation.
Overruled.
And did you do that?
Yes.
For how long?
For about 4 years.
During those 4 years, did you ever have a problem with anybody else?
Never.
Not one time.
Not as far as I can remember, no. Not a perfect employee, but a good employee.
Did the defendant take a swing at you?
She did.
When she took a swing at you, it didn't hit your body, correct?
No.
Did the defendant use her fingernails to cut your face?
She did.
As a result of the cut to your face, did you have to see 2 different plastic surgeons?
Yes.
Did you undergo plastic surgery?
I did.
Your Honor, if I may show exhibit number 7.
Well, that's it. It's the photograph. You never disclosed it.
22 photographs that we discussed earlier.
I'm going to let him show the photographs.
For the record.
What's that?
I'm sorry, for the record, read that.
Overruled. Can you just identify it by number?
Yes,
Page
sir.
number?
Would it be okay to get one of those books? I'm so sorry. Your Honor, I would like to show exhibit 7-001.
Understanding you're objecting to their admission, do you want them to lay foundation, or are we going to stipulate foundation?
Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
You want
I
to
thought you were
stipulate?
asking him if he wanted to lay a foundation.
And at some point recently, did you go to the building and accompany people from my office to take photographs of the incident?
Yes.
And the purpose of taking the photographs were to show where the incident occurred and give the jury understanding of what kind of building we're looking at, we're dealing with?
Yes.
And you feel it's important that they see that?
Absolutely.
Your Honor, may I publish that 7-001?
So you only had her authenticate number with the first page, and just want to have her thumb through it and
Sure.
verify that those are the photographs you're accepting that they.
Yes, Your Honor, I will do so. If you can look at 7-001 through 7-022, if you can look at all those photographs. Are those photographs of the building where you worked on February 24th, 2018?
Yes.
And if you look towards the end, 7-022, is that the area where the incident took place?
One second. Yes.
Can I show them to?
Yeah, just identify them as you publish them.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm just going to show exhibit 7-001. Ms. Ellis, is this the photograph that we discussed, which is the outside of the building where you worked at 8920 Wilshire Boulevard, Beverly Hills?
Yes.
Okay, 7-002, is this a closer picture of the same building?
Correct.
And this is a 6-story building in the city of Beverly Hills. It's an older building, correct?
Correct.
And then 7-003, we're getting closer to the front.
Correct.
7-004, is that the front entrance of the building where you work?
Yes.
Okay. 7-005, another photograph of the same front, closer up.
Yes.
7-006, you see that photograph? Is that the inside of the lobby of the building where you work?
Yes.
And 7-007, was that security booth there when you worked there? Do you remember?
It was.
Did you sit behind that security booth?
I did.
And on the date of the incident, were you wearing your uniform?
Yes.
7-007 is a photograph of that booth where you sit. 7-008, was that sign there on the date when you worked there?
Yes.
Okay. 7-009, these are the elevators that guests and visitors of the building would take to get upstairs, is that correct?
Yes.
And on the date of the incident, do you remember if you took the elevator to get to the 5th floor, or maybe took the stairs? Do you remember?
I'm not sure.
All right, if I can take, we're going to skip. We'll just go through it here fast. 7-010, is this a photograph of the elevator which Cardi B got out of on February 24, 2018?
Yes.
And that's the elevator that you entered, correct?
Yes.
It's a relatively small elevator, isn't it?
Yes.
And 7-011, is that a photograph of the elevator area where the incident took place that we took recently?
Yes.
And obviously on the day of the incident, you were there. It was a Saturday, correct?
Yes.
Was it this way with garbage all around, or not?
Not at that time, no.
7012 and 7013 and 7014 and 7015 are photographs of the hallway leading up to the elevator bay, correct?
Yes.
And did Miss Cardi B walk down the hallway after she spoke with you and came back, or did everything happen right at the elevator bay?
She did. She came out and looked around, and then when she heard what I said, she turned back around to approach me.
Okay, if we could go to 7-021. This is where the entire incident took place, correct?
Yes.